In this video, we'll be learning how to use the formula for calculating the area of any triangle. Now, let's say we're given a generic triangle, which I'll just draw here. And I'll label this the usual way, labeling the angles A, capital B, and capital C. And the opposite side lengths, which remember we label with the lowercase letters. A, because it's facing angle A, B, and C. Now, the formula for calculating the area of a triangle is often written like this. Area is equal to 1/2 times A times B times sine of the angle C. Now, rather than memorizing this in terms of A, B, and sine C, I think it's much better to really understand what this formula is telling us. Looking at these two side lengths, A and B, and this angle C, what's important in this formula is to realize that to calculate the area of a triangle, what we need are two side lengths, A and B here, and the angle which is in between them, so the angle C. In other words, what this area formula actually says to us is that the area is equal to 1/2 of one side length times another side length times the sine of the angle in between them. I'll say that again. The area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 times one side length times another side length times the sine of the angle in between them. So using that, we quickly see that we could find all the other formula for calculating the area. For example, if we were to focus on the side lengths B and C, B and C, then the formula would be 1/2 times B times C times the sine of the angle in between them, which would be the angle A. And indeed, we could actually rewrite this formula in the following way. We could happily write area is equal to 1/2 times B times C times sine of the angle A. And of course, we could go one step further and find another formula. If I look at the side lengths A and C, then the angle in between them is the angle capital B. And so we can calculate its area by calculating 1/2 of A times C times the angle in between them, which is the angle B. In other words, we can also write this area as area is equal to 1/2 times A times C times sine of the angle B. Now, let's see how these formula work with a quick example. Let's say we're given this triangle, and we're told that this side length is 6, this angle is 40 degrees, and this side length is 15. And we're asked to find the area of this triangle. Well, what we should notice here is that the information we're given here is two side lengths, and we're given the angle which is in between them. So we can definitely use the formula we just learned. And we can go right ahead and say that the area is equal to 1/2 times one side length, so 6, times another side length, which is in this case 15, times the sine of the angle which is in between them, so times sine of 40. And now, using our calculator and rounding to 2 decimal places, we'll find that the area is equal to 28.93 units of area. So the units of area could be square centimeters, square feet, square miles, square kilometers. It all depends which units we're working with. There you go. We've just calculated the area of that triangle using our area formula. Let's look at another example. Let's say we're given this triangle, with this angle here, which is 25 degrees. This side length is 18, and this side length is 10. And once again, we're asked to find the area of this triangle. Well, again, looking at the information we have, we're given two side lengths, 18 and 10, and we're given the angle which is in between them. So we can definitely use our area formula again, and we can go right ahead and say that the area is equal to 1/2 times one side length, 10, times the other side length, 18, times the sine of the angle which is in between them, so sine 25. And again, using our calculator and rounding to 2 decimal places, we find that the area is equal to 38.04. And that, again, is units of area. And there we have it. That's how we use the area formula to calculate areas of triangles.